All right, you guys, your girl coming back in with another one. I'm gonna get y'all something that's better to look at right here because I took a longer walk around and this looks really good right here. But y'all see that title? Why the covert narc? They are the most evil, dangerous narc of all. Now I know you got them neglect narcs and all them, those ones. But in those overt narcs, but at least they're out and open about who they are. They're not trying to hide it. They don't be giving a damn. They don't be giving a damn when they up there crashing out and you be needing an ambulance. You gonna need an ambulance when you with one of them because they don't give them, and they don't even have no shame or nothing, especially when they be out there physically abusing you, and then they'll do it and have no shame. You be the one sitting out there looking embarrassed and everything, and they be thinking people be agreeing and people be on their side when people are witnessing them abusing them. Strangers are witnessing them, verbally or physically abusing you, especially in public, and they don't be having no shame. They should be the ones more embarrassed. Y'all be seeing these videos on the you and the tube, where, these women be getting married to these narcs, and the narcs all of a sudden act like they got so mad about something and end up destroying the cake or smashing the cake on her and like really being aggressive around the cake, and all the guests and everybody be shocked and everything. See, those are the narcs you don't have to worry about because they're already displaying and don't hide who they are. But these covert narcs, they are the ones that really wear the mask. They mask up. They got mask on mask on mask on mask. Okay? They got multiple masks because they don't be wanting no one to know who they are. And they be them little ugly ones that be looking all nerdy and Mr. Rogery looking ass, and, just looking like the kindest, sweetest person. And, they're not flashy. They're not. Some of them may be good looking, but some of them not even like really good looking, and they're like the ones that's antisocial and really, really, really quiet. You really don't notice them, and the only reason you probably get a chance to meet them is not that they approached you or anything. You might have met them like online or through someone or through a circle of friends or something like that. This is how a lot of these covert narcs end up getting with someone, and people be like, oh, they the sweetest person because they I call shy and whatever, and they be like, oh, Mary, she's so quiet, she just sits there and I just see her all the time, and she be in a library reading her books and whatever. And oh, Mark over there or Johnny over there, he just be all quiet. I don't ever really see him with anyone. He just walks his dog and he seems like the sweetest person or whatever. But them are the most dangerous ones because they hide who they are. They hide who they are. They like that trap. How like you got that bear trap, mouse trap or whatever, but it's hitting and whatever. So when the mouse or whatever go get the cheese, or the bear don't see the claw and it steps into the trap or whatever, or they're the ones in camouflage that's out there hunting deer or something. That's the covert narc. That's what makes them so dangerous, because by the time you get with them, you're fully involved. And then the mask starts to come off. And that can be anywhere between 60 to 90 days when the mask come off. But if you're living with them and married with them or something like that, they rip the whole thing off immediately because they feel like they got you locked in and you're not going to go anywhere or do nothing. So that's what makes them so dangerous. And then they become the over malignant narc because now they're pulling off all those masks, because they're every narc under all the masks they wear. Like, I know the most evil narc wore every single one of them masks, because every time I was like looking at the differences, comparing each and every narc, that narc was hitting the bullet point on every description of every narc that you can identify in every category. So that's what makes them the most dangerous one, because you would never suspect it. They don't be coming off sus. You know what I mean? They be low key sus, and then you be figuring out, and that's what make you hate them. Cause they be doing dumb little dumb ish to like push your buttons, y'all, girl. Like when I'm finished doing with my work, and y'all be gonna be like, man, I thought I had it bad, but what she just said, I was like going over some things, taking my notes, and flashing back to some of the things that covert narc was doing and did, and I was like, man, because when you're in it, you don't see it. You don't see it until you see it, and when you see it, you saw it. You ain't gonna unsee it. I said it. Okay? Everybody else can. You know, some other people can't because they really put the mask on around other people, and people be thinking they're the nicest, kindest person, so that's what make people not believe you when you expose them. And then on the back end, they was already out there saying little underhanded things behind your back, which should be a red flag to the people that they're saying it to, because if they're supposed to be this kind, sweet, shy person, people should be thinking like, well, damn, you seem like the sweetest person. Why would you be, talking about your person like that? Especially when you didn't even ask them nothing. You're not even asking them nothing. So that should be a red flag, unless it's just a flying damn monkey or someone that just don't like you and don't care to believe the lies. Just they want to believe the lies of anything anybody would say about you. But that's what make these clown-ass clowns the most dangerous ones. Because they're like, to other people, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Because you would never ever think that when somebody's telling them what they're doing behind closed doors. That's why they do it behind closed doors. They're never going to be like the overt and let anybody see, because overt don't give a damn. Because they don't give a damn about being embarrassed. They have no shame. They have no emotions. But even though the covert narc don't have no emotions, and they have a lot of shame, because that's why they hide the abuse and what they do to people. That's why they hide it, because that's their shame. They don't want people to know that they're abusing. Then you be looking at their old ugly, dusty ass, nerdy looking cow. They're cows. Once you realize what they are, you done with them. You could have been beat the brakes off their ass, and they want to run around and huff and puff like the big bad wolf, like they so damn tough. And the whole entire time you could have been knocked their damn head off. But lucky you didn't. You kept your cool, so you don't come off looking like they want you to, and then they quick to go call the popos, whatever. But they want to run around and act like they so damn big and bad, hooping and hollering, running around, kicking things, and this is a game show. This is a game show, making nothing out of something. They always creating nothing out of something out of nothing. It's things that don't even exist, just so they can have a reason to crash out on you. That's what makes them the most dangerous ones. And everybody is can't believe it. But if you can get all the all the old supplies together, and they start comparing notes, you'll be floored. Because everybody will pretty much be saying the same thing, because they're not going to change anything that they're doing. They're just going to change people and continue the same abuse. Like, who grows up, or who wants to live their life being an abuser, or wants to be an abuser, wants to be known for being an abuser, or feel good for being an abuser? They feel entitled to their behavior, and they feel like it's justifiable when they're acting that way to people, and they have no reason to treat people the way they treat people. But I'm telling you, God got their day. I be watching these little videos where it shows little clips of people on Judgment Day, and the people will come up and be like, oh, I didn't care. It's not my fault. They were stupid and they gave me their money. And then they'll be getting judged, but like, you were cheating people and scamming them out of their money, and that was their life savings, and be like, be gone. And they end up like, meeting their fate, whatever the fate is, and screaming and turning, and then they be in there trying to, y'all, cash up the Lord. They be in there thinking they be over there on the other side trying to pay their way like they did with in real life, thinking they can still be lifing on the other side, and thinking they can still do that. And that's the fear that the narcs have, all of them, but especially them covert narcs, because when they get that reading, when they name ain't on that book, and the Lord, they name on a book, but it ain't on that book, and the Lord start listing down everything that they did in life, and they're gotta sit there and listen, like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't even want to be there to hear it. If the Lord even gave me permission to be there and hear it or see it, I'll be like, I pass, Lord. I passed. But when the Lord started listing down all their evil and everything they done to everybody, and they just got to stand there because they want to not believe in the Lord because they're thinking they're God. They're thinking higher than God. I remember I looked in the mirror and I was laughing like, God, he thinks he's you. He thinks he's you. But God gonna get the last laugh. You know what I mean? But when they have to sit up there and listen to the things that they did in life to people, and judgment day comes across them, man, it's not gonna be pretty at all. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just want to tell you guys why they are the most dangerous one. And although we not perfect, but I guarantee you our good list will be way longer than anything we ever did in life. And if we have done a lot of things in life, at least we were smart enough and honest enough and godly enough to go, and spiritually enough to go and apologize and repent to the Lord. Because I know I had a lot of apology and apologizing to do to the Most High, especially for being with that thing and any other narc I ever encountered. You know what I mean? Like, they are the most dangerous one. And when you find out what they really are, yo, you be mad as hell. Like, look at you. You have the nerve. This is what you are. Running around here using cars for weapons, you know, driving all crazy and reckless, endangering other people, not just you, but endangering other people, turning your life upside down. You will never be the same. Turning your family against you, trying to turn your kids against you and everything. But anybody that turns against you, they already want to be there. But your kids, come on, man. That's the most snakiest, dirtiest, nasty thing to ever do. Because, no, if you're a really good, loving parent, you don't want your kids to turn against you and not love on you or believe some lie somebody told them about you, even though they known you their whole entire life. Like, all the things you instilled in them, raising them, and then here comes somebody out of the blue, changing everything that you ever taught them, and all the love you ever gave, and all the things you ever done, just turn around overnight because of this devil. That's the most painful thing to ever go through. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's my video. This is what makes them clown ass clowns the most dangerous narc of all. Be blessed.